there. Let's see. Does it say live? It does say live. Okay, good. So I'm not just talking to myself. I hope that I am audible. Well, it says live. Yeah, there it goes. I just have a delay on my phone. Super fun. Oh, hi. I am back. I am alive. I am here. I have been crazy, crazy, crazy busy with work and keeping a tiny human alive and a dog and all kinds of fun stuff. So, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to see you guys. Who's here? Hey, Ben. I know Ben. Y'all, Ben was really nice and let me hang out on his show, The Meeting Pit, on his channel the other day. And it was super fun. And he and Shannon were super good sports about my sound and my picture continuously having issues. Hopefully, it doesn't have issues tonight. Uh, y'all will have to tell me if it does. Hey, Jason P, good to see you again. Sweet Tea, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight. Mary, blessed you crochet, my big sister. I miss you. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, can't think of a better name. I'm so happy that you've been hanging out in various like on the lifeboat, and I think I've seen you over on Relatable Reese too and other channels that I've seen you. But anyway, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you found us. I'm glad you're hanging out. Hey, Crafty Witch, good to see you. This is awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I wasn't sure even that this was going to happen for sure because I wasn't sure if my kiddo was going to cooperate and be asleep, but he is actually asleep. So that's awesome. Oh, is it peanut time? No, no peanuts for Crafty Witch because she's allergic. But I hear that they came out with a tube of terror corn nuts. So for the people that are allergic to peanuts, so no excuse unless you just don't like burning your mouth like a crazy person, which is a valid excuse, really. Let's be honest here. Oh, yeah. Jason P already got this. See, this is what happens when I get behind on the chat things. They have tube of terror peanuts and the tube of terror corn nuggets. Thanks, Jason. Hey, Michael's Adventures just got home from work. Well, I'm glad that you are home safely. I hope work was kind to you and no more stressful than necessary. Hey, Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. Good to see you. Oh, I missed you guys. I missed you guys. Hey, Warren. I am Audible. I can download my first one. Oh, for me with a promo code. Audible, the audiobook service. I actually love Audible. Like I've gone through phases where I have canceled or paused my membership to Audible. Like I'm gonna save money, da 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 da. Da. But of all the things that I'm good at saving money on, books and ways to read books is not one of them. So they don't. It doesn't stay canceled for long, unfortunately. I find ways to budget other ways. Oh, baby raccoons on Sunday night. Yeah, if y'all check out Michael's Adventures, they have baby raccoons on the trail cam, the nighttime cam, wildlife stuff over there. That's pretty cool. That's always fun to watch. Warren asks, is there a way to make YouTube community posts trigger notifications from either the host end or the user end? I have never seen like a way for me to trigger notifications to you, other than just like, posting like I usually do. Um, I know that you can, if you want to, choose to turn on notifications for the channel. I don't know if you select all, that might give you the posts, but I'm not positive. I'm not positive. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Bounce back and forth on Audible. Yeah, I do the same thing. Oh, Tube of Terror Peanuts. Are we doing Tube of Terror Peanuts already? I feel like it's so early. Well, it's not early in the evening. Here in my part of the world, it is a little past 11:15. It's 11:19 p.m. at night. Um, I don't know, I know some people are in like, oh, what do we call it? Pacific time or um, mountain time, which is about an hour behind me or 2 hours behind me. So y'all might just be getting the night started. I don't know. But here in the central time zone, it's close to midnight, which is why usually my kiddo's asleep right now. And he is. Um, Yeah, here is. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for posting the links. Y'all check out Michael's Adventures for those baby raccoons on Sunday night if y'all haven't already. And check out Crafty Witch for her cool creations. And check out Ben Bacon Bits, who was kind enough to have me on his channel the other day. Ben Bacon Bits says, I need to do my self hypnosis to try to convince myself they don't burn that much again. Did that work? I'm super curious. And here's Jesse Miller, unboxings and more, you guys. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for sharing our friends' channels. I always love talking up our friends. I do have, like, I'm coming down to, I'm going to have to order a new tube of terror soon. I know technically I have not done the challenge as it is written. Technically, the challenge is no food or drink. You have 10 minutes to finish the entire tube by eating only 1 to 2 peanuts at a time. I could not do that. I can eat 1 to 2 peanuts like a day. I'm not that hardcore. Sorry. You have to wait 5 minutes after the final peanut to complete the challenge. You have to wait 5 minutes. Oh, before you like drink anything else. Gotcha. Well, I'm super thirsty from talking right now, so I'm not gonna have one now. I'm gonna wait a little bit until I'm done drinking tea because like tube of terror peanuts and like peppermint tea is like a funny combination. So let's see. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse Miller knows because I think you've been doing more YouTube than I have, longer than I have. There are no notifications for community tab posts. Best advice is to check the channels you want to see, thumbs up the posts. Hopefully they'll eventually show up. Yeah, if you thumbs up the posts, then it's more likely to push them to your feed, I think. No tube of terror anytime soon for Ben. Got cap cramps earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. I felt kind of wonky this morning but I never like recognize it as that. At first, I'm always like, "Oh, my lower back hurts and I don't know why. Maybe I slept weird, but probably that's what it was because it was the first time I ate tube of terror peanuts in weeks and I just like called off and had a couple." So, Lord Kiss Freak was the instigator. Hey, Rick Spicer, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. It's so cool to see you guys here. Thank you. I'm always super excited when anybody ever shows up here. Like I'm genuinely pleasantly surprised that y'all want to spend your evening hanging out with me like this. I'll still do 1 to 5, 1 to 2 peanuts at once. 1 to 5. Yeah, I think the most I've ever eaten at once is 2. I'm kind of a weenie that way. Don't mention back tonight. Mine is not on speaking terms with me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. Oh, I don't know what I've done to my back, but it is upset with me today. I'm so sorry to hear that. One's love support for Mary. That sucks. I hope it feels better or at least is tolerable shortly. So I think I figured out part of my problem yesterday with like tech stuff. So I am on an Acer Google Chromebook, which is great for running like 1, maybe 2 things at a time. But yesterday I had the browser with StreamYard. I think I was also getting messengers on Facebook. I think I also had up some email. I think I also still had up my electronic health record system from work. So it was just like at one point, the Chromebook just turned off. It just said, no, no, Kristen, this is not what a Chromebook was made for. It wasn't made to run all these things at once. I took for granted that that's something a regular computer or an actual laptop is made to do. So one of these days, so I do use this setup for other things besides just YouTube and StreamYard. Um, Actually, one day a week, I do telehealth from home. So it actually has to work. And it would be nice if I was able to use the video equipment and also type notes at the same time. That would be nice. Seems like a small thing, but my Chromebook was not designed for this. So one of these days, I'm going to have to um, give up some of my hard-earned cash to buy an actual computer. I always love Ben pointing out the body language stuff, nice eye movement, but I'm really curious, like, what it means. Like, what does, like, is my eye movement currently meaning something in particular? I don't know. I very rarely go back and like watch myself later because that feels odd. Occasionally, like if I'm making a pre-recorded video, I'll run it through once just to make sure that nothing like, I don't know, fell from the ceiling in the background or something. But I haven't really analyzed my own eye movement. But I know Ben was telling me the other day that like the direction is that a person looks is correlated with like what kind of memory they're trying to access or if they're trying to like just create something on the spot. So it's supposed to help you figure out if they're being more emotional or logical or even just making something up. The Chromebook could sing "What Was I Made For?" I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's great. Hi, sweet tea. I'm drinking sweet tea right now. Eh. Hi, Miss Dragon. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that you are safe too. I know that they were evacuating you guys in your area a while back, so I'm super glad to see you guys. I'm super glad to see that you're all right and that you're safe. Okay, I have to figure out where the person looks when they are recalling something. Oh, so it's different for different people. So it's not necessarily consistently like people generally look this way when they're recalling, like when they're thinking of something emotional. It's unique to the person. I didn't know that. Oh, Jason P says, "Don't sell yourself short, KM. I have hardcore roughnecks at work who can eat hot stuff, but I bring one little peanut for them to try, and they always instantly have to go to the bathroom to cry." Oh, I feel kind of bad for that. Thanks, Mary, for putting Miss Dragon's channel up there. Miss Dragon does really fun stuff, and she does lives too. She does really good content. I enjoy it a lot. Eye movement. Don't see anything that stands out. Now I'm going to be thinking about it. Now I'm going to be like working really hard to like be stock still on the camera. But most of the time when I'm on here doing lives, I'm looking at the chat and then kind of the screen and it's a little bit different than when you're like person to person with someone, right? That's right. Michael's Adventures. You said that you make your own tincture, don't you? Like capsaicin and other types of stuff too? I feel like I remember you saying that you made that. Okay, not a lie detector in itself, just one location someone looks when they're trying to word something. I can't remember which course it was in. I think it was undergrad psychology of the offender that the professor for that course really was not impressed with lie detector tests. Um, like basically what they measure actually is physiological arousal. So like your heart rate, your perspiration, your respiration rate, based on this idea that most people, when they have to lie, get a little bit amped up. Your nervous system gets a little bit jacked up. But if somebody is nervous in general about just having to be on a lie detector, their nervous system might be amped up all the time, whether they're telling the truth or not. And then for people that lie really easily and it doesn't phase them, they're not going to have that physiological response either. So, and also you can teach a person and learn how to fake it out with the physiological arousal thing. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's not particularly reliable. It's a helpful, I guess. I don't know. It's a tool to help guide you in a direction, but I wouldn't rely on it by itself. Are you super observant about others' eye movement? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm super observant about others' eye movement. Like I notice if somebody makes eye contact with me or not, um, which is not a big deal. Like for some people, eye contact is uncomfortable, but I do notice that. And I guess if they're like darting really fast, like if they're looking all around, then I would notice that. But otherwise, I don't super notice it closely. Mon is here. Hey, big sis Mon. It's good to see you. You're not late. You're just on time. You're here at the perfect time. Popcorn. Who's getting popcorn? I want popcorn. Redding backers. What's a Redding backers? I don't know what that is. Pure leaf blackberry tea. Ooh, that sounds good. I keep meaning to try some that Roberta, who hangs out on the lifeboat, keeps pointing out. That and I keep meaning to try the criminal coffee sweet tea pointed out too. Actually almost out of coffee. And the coffee AM coffee that Mary had was really, really good too. Trying to get more observant with eye movement and shutter speed indicates stress. Shutter speed? Like, what do you mean shutter speed? Like that makes me think of shutter speed makes me think of like a camera. I'm not sure how does that translate into body language? Oh, tincture? Rick Spicer says, I tried it, got a teaspoon, dipped it, and sat. No drinking for 20 minutes. They thought I was Superman. My dad made hotter stuff every day. Wow. I have never tried tincture before, but my understanding is that it's just like pure spicy stuff. What makes pepper spicy? So I would imagine it's pretty dang hot, but I've never tried it before. Oh, I must have missed something, what we were talking about, as long as old popcorn, as long as it doesn't have a smell or have mold, you're good. I used to have a popcorn problem actually, guys, like, so when I Orville read it, shutter speed, blink rate, oh, okay, like how fast I blink, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, 7th, good to see you, I'm so glad you're here, thanks for coming. Ahoy, ahoy. Did you see my kiddo took a mud bath today? He played in the mud a lot earlier today. So he came in, took his bath, and fell asleep real easily. He's sleeping great tonight. So, woohoo. I've heard of this Tom Broom, this fabled Tom Broom. Have some tink from a guy named Tom Broom. It's 20 million Scoville heat units and no joke. It doesn't sound like a joke. Doesn't sound like a joke at all. Hey, Carry On. Good to see you, Janet. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, Janet, our very own Janet G, has a channel that is called Carry On, like carry on, keep calm and carry on, kind of like that. And she did a live on journaling the other day. It's in my catch up queue right now, but yeah, go check her out if you guys haven't already. This is a fun question. Oh, we love you too, 7th. It's good to see you. This is a fun question. Scoville heat units, as in Tommy Scoville? Well, yes and no. And yes. So Scoville heat units, that came out prior to the advent of YouTube pepper eating champion, legend, human person, Johnny Scoville. That's like a YouTube name, which makes sense for a person who eats really hot things all day on YouTube. Um, and then Tommy is his brother. So hence same YouTube last name, Scoville. That's a fun thing. The real Scoville Johnny. The real McCoy. Yeah. Let's see. Uh-oh. Ben, did you have old popcorn? Hey, Shannon Smith, good to see you. I was telling you guys, I don't know if I'm hoping that my system works better for me today than it did for you and Ben, but I think part of the problem was that it was at a time when everybody in my neighborhood uses the internet all at the same time. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And I was also trying to run too many programs on a Chromebook that was not designed to do that. So that could be part of it. Expired by popcorn by 2 months? Ooh. I didn't know popcorn expired, actually. I didn't know that. So I keep wanting to try it, but then Mary asked Kristen, so is trying the pepper bacon jam on your radar anytime soon? So I keep wanting to eat it. It's in my pantry, and I'm like, I want to eat some of this today. And then I think, no, I have to wait until I can do it on a live so people can see it. And then I can't do a live during the day because my kiddo is awake or I'm at work. And then when I can do a live, it's in the evening and it's when I stop eating for the evening. So I have to find a time to do that. It might end up being a pre-recorded video, but I have almost eaten it several times just for my own enjoyment without sharing or showing with anybody. Hey, Kimroy, good to see you. Hello, it's my Friday, so I get to stay up late. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you're spending your Friday with us, whether it's Saturday or Sunday or whatever. You got the popcorn before you moved there? Yeah, that's probably a little out of date. It might be best to get some new popcorn then. Regina Layfield, good to see you. I'm not sure if I've said hello to you before, but hello and welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. We generally don't have a topic over here. I generally just hang out and talk about what you guys want to talk about. Sometimes I get really behind in the chat and hilarity ensues as a result. Um, the kernels in the bag last longer than the seasoned ones. Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do, Crafty Witch. So I was saying, I used to have a popcorn problem. I ate way too much popcorn, like legitimately ate way too much popcorn. That's what I would eat like every afternoon. I would like pop like a whole bag of popcorn and just like nosh that stuff in the afternoon, like while I was working on my laptop at home. And then I gradually then transitioned to, well, I'll make it on the stove instead with like vegetable oil, which is a little bit better for you, but it's still popped in oil, so it's not great for you. So generally speaking, I think popcorn is a fairly low calorie snack, but not when you eat like a whole like 3-person bowl of it covered in butter and salt every afternoon. I ate way too much popcorn. I did have a popcorn problem. I ate way too much, way too much. It was because I was like, so when I worked from my corporate job, I worked from home on my computer all day and I was staring at spreadsheets and Zoom meetings all day. And I chewed things to keep me awake, like, and focused. Like I would like popcorn and ice and stuff like that. I gained a lot of weight actually because I was always wanting to nosh on something to keep me focused. Really? Is McDonald's Japan better than McDonald's US, Ben? I've never seen that before. That wouldn't surprise me, though. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I've heard this. This was actually one of the reasons that I started, like, popping it on the stove the old-fashioned way, and actually old-fashioned, like, popcorn on the stove, like, in a pan with oil is delicious. It's really, really good, but I was eating way too much of it. Way too much of it. I mean, I guess there's other things you can eat way too much of or do way too much of, and it's worse. Oh, man. I bet it got old, Crafty Witch. You worked at a movie theater as a teenager, and it took 15 years to enjoy it again. Man, movie theater popcorn is different. That's different. That's delicious in its awfulness. But yeah, if you work around it the whole time, that would get really, really boring and probably, yeah, probably would just seem really gross. I have Happy Mail, you guys. Speaking of Crafty Witch, I have Happy Mail from Crafty Witch, and I've been waiting to open it because I wanted to open it on a live, and I was really really excited. So I'm gonna open it if I can get it to open. And I'm gonna make sure not to show any return addresses because that would be lame. I don't want to dox anybody on the internet. It's double wrapped. Thank you for the Happy Mail, Crafty Witch. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I should use the scissors. I don't want to destroy anything. But I also don't want to cut anything that's inside the package either. So I'm being very careful. Oh. Oh my gosh. So there's bubble wrap. First of all, bubble wrap is wonderful. So this is a cool keyring lanyard with with um oh gosh, why am I blanking? I know him. I know him. But it's a keyring lanyard because this is the type of character that my husband likes. And Crafty Witch was sending some things and was nice enough to ask. Deadpool, Deadpool. I knew the D. I could think of the D, but for some reason, I've watched it a million times, but I blanked because I'm on camera. So this is really cool because he's been needing a new keyring. So thank you. This is awesome. And Crafty Witch makes this stuff, you guys. That's why she's crafty. Okay. And then here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's a little dragon guy. You guys, look. He's so cute. Look at his eyes. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. He's so smiley. Oh my goodness. And I love that like his whole body is like it's like articulated. This is so cool. Was he like how is he? Like was he 3D printed? He's so cool. I really like this little dragon guy. He's adorable. I have to come up with a name for him, unless he already has a name. I'm gonna put him like I'm gonna see if he'll sit on my laptop. Yeah, he's sitting on my laptop in front of me. There he is. He's like, "Hi, guys." And you paint his eyes. His eyes are gorgeous. He looks so smiley. I love him. I'll have to come up with a good name for him. Spiro. Ooh, I like Spyro. That's pretty cool. And this, she told me, is for my little guy, my little kiddo who's asleep right now. He's a squid or an octopus. Look at his happy little eyes, you guys. He's so happy. I love his little arms. Oh, they're spirally. They're spirally. He's so soft, too. He's so soft. This is really, really kind of you. Thank you, Crafty Witch. I really, really appreciate this. And thank you, Jason P, for sharing your lovely better half with us. She's wonderful. Thank you so much, Crafty Witch. This is so kind. This is so nice. You didn't have to do this. This makes me feel very, very loved. Thank you so much. This guy is really soft. It's gonna be hard to get him away from me to give to my kiddo. But I promise I will. I will. I won't hog him. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, there's more in here. There's more. But wait, there's more. Oh, it's Boogie Boogie. He's so cute. Oh, look at him. His little eyes. Hello. I love him. He's adorable. And this is what she had told me about a while back. I think one of the first times I went live that Crafty Witch hopped on. These are things that Crafty Witch makes called chill pills. You kind of keep it like it's a pill shape, right? But it's like soft and got like soft stuff inside of it, and you can like squeeze it and like hold it, and it's like soft and like sensory. It's very sensory happy. Like this fabric is very like the yarn or the fabric or whatever is very soft and like comforting and soothing. So Crafty Witch makes these, and she makes all kinds of stuff called chill pills. So I'll find her link and I'll share it up here. Oh, check the bubble wrap bag again. Okay. Oh, there's a tiny. Oh my goodness. They're little Jack Skellington and Sally earrings. These are so cool. Thank you. Oh my goodness. These are adorable. Oh, it's the little faces. Look. They're so cute. I'm going to put them on. I'm not wearing earrings. I'm glad that you pointed that out to me. Oh, these are fun. I love these. I don't care if it's not Halloween yet. I do love Nightmare Before Christmas. Love these. Thank you so much, Crafty Witch. That's so kind of you. And I'm totally gonna like you. It might not be on screen, but I'm gonna be like squeezing the chill pill the whole time. Thank you so much. This is so kind of you. I really, really appreciate it, Crafty Witch. That's really, really kind. And actually, the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I've liked that since I was really young. Probably like since it was new. Really, like since it was new, I've liked it, and was always big fans of it. My little brother and I were both big fans of it. When I was older, probably like I don't know, maybe in my early 20s, like maybe 20, around there, like maybe 19 or 20. I was dating someone at the time, and we went to a Halloween party dressed as he was Jack Skellington and I was Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and we actually won like a costume contest for it. So that was fun. I put like temporary hair dye in my hair, like sprayed it darker. I did like white makeup with like the stitching and stuff. It was really, really fun. So I do like Nightmare Before Christmas. So thank you so much. Let's see, I'm gonna scroll through the chat real quick to see if I missed any questions or anything. No, Herman is not getting replaced. Herman is just getting more friends. Oh, I think the dragon looks like Jason. He doesn't. Oh, he kinda does. Like the happy face, like good natured, happy eyes. He kind of does. Okay, good night, Miss Dragon. Take care. I'm glad that you're more relaxed. I'm glad that you're more relaxed. Hey, college level Hogwarts. Good to see you. Yes, y'all, if you haven't already, check out Crafty Witch's channel. You get to see more of her cool creations and things like that. She makes really fun stuff. I'm totally playing with the chill pill off screen. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Let me see. I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Oh, cool. College level Hogwarts just got home from a fundraiser. That's neat. Got to talk a bit and eat some sweet treats. That's always fun. That's always fun. If you can eat sweet treats for a good cause, that's awesome. That's win-win. So if I missed anybody, please let me know because the chat does this thing where it jumps when you're catching up with it. Let me check. Do, 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 do. I don't want to get like super crazy behind I have before. And like you guys figure out stuff that before I do. And I'm like reading it like a book. Like y'all will have gone through like this whole like story happening in the chat and I will catch up with it afterwards. It is. That's hence her name. Crafty is a proper name. You crafty. Yeah. Yeah, she totally is. Awesome. Awesome seventh. Thanks again, Shannon Smith, for hanging out, for letting me hang out with you and Ben Bacon Bits the other day. That was a whole lot of fun, and thanks for bearing with me in my terrible, terrible connection, sound, etc., etc. Ooh, I got some future photos from Mon. I'm gonna share them because you guys remember Mon is in Australia, which is in the future. It's already tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, wait, I have like a little light on. It creates more glare. There we go. Ooh, I have to turn down there we go. That's so pretty. Look at the cool like cloud formation. I think that's gorgeous. Blue skies and sunshine. I love it. I love it. Ooh, those are some really fluffy clouds. You could almost walk on those, it looks like. That's really cool. I love the future photos. Thank you, Mon. Let's see. It's the future in the voice. The future. I don't know. I can't speak that low in a low register. I can try for humor's sake. The future. Oh yeah, the wall hanging. So yeah, so Mary from Blessed to Crochet sent a while back. She sent a wall hanging. Captain Spanks Calhoun from the lifeboat has one. Mine is over behind me. So my wall was actually like across the room behind me. Like I haven't been able to figure out a way to configure that I'm closer with the wall behind me. But so mine's hanging out back there. But it is. It's got these cool little nubby guys on the bottom. It's very It's blue and purple and green. It's pretty fun. I like the texture. That's pretty cool. I wish I could make stuff like this, but I haven't found or made the time to learn just yet. I felt really bad because haven't I haven't been as available by phone lately, and I know, like, I've had, like, some friends, like, call me here and there, and I've missed their calls, and, like, I'll text back later or I'll call back later, but I feel really bad because it's not that I don't wanna talk to people, it's not that I don't wanna say hi. I'm just usually like I'm commuting, like at 7 in the morning, and then I'm at work like at least from 9 to 5, and then I'm commuting from like 5 to 6, and then it's, childcare time. And sometimes I can like get a little sliver of time for the YouTube sort of stuff. But yeah, I just haven't been able to make a whole lot of time to just like have conversations and catch up yet, which I need to do. Um, but I've just been better at, like, being able to, like, fire off, like, quick messages or quick, a little bit of texting back and forth here and there. It's been hard to figure out my new balance and my new schedule. I love my job now. It's a huge improvement. I feel so much better in it, but it is difficult to, you know, find time to to be as good of a friend as I was. So if I haven't been as responsive lately to anybody, like, please know that, it's just because I'm still figuring out my life. It's not anything besides that. Let's see. Ooh, you got a new camera, Ben? Figures I finally got my new cam in. Yeah, the white balance is so much better. Oh, cool. Awesome. Just glad I don't look like a vampire anymore. I think I kinda look like a vampire sometimes. So, like, my camera has this little, like, I can turn on a little light. So if I turn on the lowest one, there's that, and I look kinda pale, right? But it's a little brighter. And then the brightest one makes me look really pale, so I don't use that one. And actually, it might be better just without it. Like, yeah. Um, if I were smart, I would just get a ring light or something like that. I hear those are very fancy and very flattering, but I don't have one. Yes, I'm still figuring out my life, Shannon. Um, like having a 5-year-old who has, additional needs and stuff like that, and full-time job and commute and all that stuff. Like, I don't know, like I maybe figuring out my life isn't the best way to put it, but I feel like that's the most expressive way I could put it, that, like, I'm not sure, like, where to make time for all the things. But I don't know, so if everybody gets out the door with clothes on and everybody's fed and bathed and, like, the bills get paid, it's like a win? It's a win. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Mon says, Shannon, I was going to lie and say great, but I'm a bit sad and nervous for tomorrow. Getting a melanoma removed tomorrow from my shoulder tip. Mon, ones and love and support for Mon. That's really, really, yeah, that's not fun, but I'm sure it'll go super smoothly, and all will be well, all will be taken care of. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with that. Um, but I know that it's gonna go well. We are thinking of you and praying for you and thinking all the good happy thoughts also. Ooh. Mary just sent me a picture of a blanket. It's got little dinosaur guys on it. Mm. So that's kind of cheery. Warren, Mr. McBow? What did I miss? Oh, I see. I see. I think. So I think I'm actually caught up on the chat for the first time in a million years. That was the long standing thing, is that I'm not great at keeping up with the chat. that I tend to lose track of it pretty quickly because I want to like slow down and address in great detail every single message. And then I end up like 10 minutes behind everybody else. Yeah, Mary makes really, really cool blankets. Mary makes really, really cool stuff too. Oh, snap. Yeah. So now Herman has friends, right, guys? So now, oh gosh, how's it going? It's good to see you guys. I've just been hanging out on the desk. It's been quiet here. Hmm. Hmm. So so now he's got a buddy. He's got Oogie Boogie. He's got a little dragon friend who's hanging out on the laptop. And he's got Positive Potato, which I believe is one of Jason P's favorites. Positive Potato. Oogie Boogie friend. And he's got the friend Emotional Support Pickle. You're a big deal. And our little turtle friend is here too. Yeah, our little turtle friend is here. Hey guys. And then Broccoli. Little broccoli guy. If my son gets in here, he plays with all of the little things. Oogie Boogie. He's so soft. I need to name them. They definitely need names. Well, this is clearly Oogie Boogie. Like he already has a name, right? But the dragon needs a name. And I believe so this is for my son. So my son gets to name him. But he doesn't always name his like creatures. Like he'll like just randomly like he'll play with them and have them for a while without naming them and one day he'll just like pop out with a phrase like octopus or something like that. If we present it to him with a name, then he'll keep that name. And then of course we've got a cupcake. That's really for birthdays. Mary made this one. And I don't think we have a birthday today, but I also like holding the cupcake. It's very fun to hold and squish. I have all kinds of cool stuff. I need to bring some of these to work actually because I sit at my desk a lot at work too. But then I wouldn't have them at home. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should carry them back and forth in my backpack. I do still use a backpack. I don't use a briefcase because I don't. I have a backpack that I like. It distributes weight equally on your arms. It's not. I don't know. I never grew up completely. I suppose the bow to the McRib, so it became the McRibbon. What? What did I miss? The McRibbon. I mean, that sounds the McRib. I'm not sure I have ever tried an official McRib, actually. Like people make a big deal about the McRib. I'm not sure I've ever actually tried it though. Morningstar Farms makes this like their own little version of like barbecue meat but not meat type stuff. Um that I'm told tastes a lot like it or actually better even. But I don't remember if I've actually tried a legitimate actual McRib. Spurp. Spurp. I like that actually. Spurp the dragon. What do you think, guys? Does he look like a spurp? Hey guys, how's it going? He does look like he could be a spurp. I love how he just kind of like lays on your desk and he's like he's articulated. He has joints and little spinies. He's pretty cool. I do feel like backpacks are more practical. Oh, see, I'm an adult. If Warren still wears a backpack as a professor, then I can be an adult with a backpack. Although I gotta tell you, mine is purple and flowery. I've never fully grown up, I don't think. But I don't know if I want to either. I kind of I want to keep being a little bit silly. Hey, awakened. Nice to see you, Misha. I'm so glad you're here. Warren Shull is to no longer be referred to as simply Warren. Now and forever after, we shall say McRibbon. I'm sorry, Warren. The people have spoken. It's good to see you, Misha. I'm so glad you're here. So I went to what did I do today? Today is Saturday, which in my house means lots of like kiddo, like playing with the kiddo, doing kiddo stuff. His favorite thing to do lately is go to the library, which is awesome, right? Like, what more could I ask for my 5-year-old to enjoy but going to the library? He wants to go to the library every weekend, every day if we could. We have a really cool library near us, though. It's got actually, so it's got a really good children's section, but it also has like this like little play town in it also for like small children. It's got like a side that's like designed for like 0 like little babies to 5-year-olds, and then it's got another side that's like designed for like 6 to 10, and it's got like STEM stuff, like STEM toys, like little robots and things like that. So it's really fun. He loves it. But lately, he wants to just mostly play with like he just wants to mostly look at the books. He wants to check out new books every week. So that's pretty fun. Ooh, a purple suitcase. That sounds fun. Yeah, we have always had a backpack diaper bag due 7th. It just seems more like I used to carry a shoulder bag like my first year of college, and then I stopped when my posture started doing this. And when it became more comfortable to do this, I was like, yeah, I can't live like that. I need to change something here. Oh, Ben, I'm glad that she behaved. Is that, like, confirmed psychopathic or suspected? I mean, you would know better than probably anybody, but I'm glad that she behaved, and Godspeed, you know? Like, that sounds rough. It sounds rough. Purple Mr. McRibbon. How fast does he read? Well, you know, it's hard for me to tell, like, how fast he reads. That's hard to describe because I mean, I'll go into his room and he'll just have like a book open, like the Pete the Cat, the book, and he'll read it out loud. Like he reads out loud to himself. And he reads out loud to himself just as fast as we read out loud to him. Um I'm never some books he had definitely has memorized. Other books I don't think so though. So oh wow, Ben. Wow. Wowza. We should talk. But like individually, unless you wanted to talk publicly, but wow, like, Godspeed. Like, I know that's not a very intelligent thing to say, but that's from my heart, you know? Yeah, Becca Jean, you did make one. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to see you. I was talking earlier about how I suck at phone calls now since I got my new job. And I was thinking of a few different people who I suck at returning phone calls with lately. But you were one of them that I have been bad about catching when you actually like call me. But that's been everybody. And that's not been because I've been not wanting to talk to anybody. It's been because I'm trying to figure out my life. So yeah, I like purple suitcases. Black suitcases sound lame. I'm hoping it's not going to be too hot in Texas, Kristen, your parcel will melt. Oh, I'm so if it's in the post office, that's air conditioned, that's temperature controlled. Thank you, by the way. You guys don't have to send me things. It's really kind that you do. I really appreciate it, but it's not at all expected, but very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. Ooh, that's true. That's a good point. Purple suitcases are easier to spot in the airport. Yeah, I like that. Never became very fast at reading. I I am not sure how to measure how fast I read. Like, honestly, I don't know anymore because my reading is slower now because it's not uninterrupted ever. You know, like if I'm just reading a book at home, odds are I'm going to be interrupted by like kiddo needing a snack or dog needing to be let out or something like that. So I don't know. And then when I'm in the car, I listen to audiobooks, and of course, that's as long as it takes to read out loud. I don't really know how fast I read anymore. Not as fast as I used to, I guess. Oh, seventh is looking for Shannon. Shannon, are you still here? I don't know if it lets me look. It doesn't let me. Yeah, I don't have extra special powers to see who all is here. Well, I think if you're on YouTube on the computer, you can see like a participant list. But I have StreamYard on my Chromebook and then I have YouTube on the phone. So I don't have the fancy uh, access. Thirsty. So we went to the library today. And then after that, we got crazy and we went to half price books as well. Which oddly enough, my kiddo wasn't as interested in like getting books off the shelf and, like, taking them out as he was at the library. I think the shelving is more approachable to him at the library, like, the children's library section, it's, like, lower where he can reach them, and they're not as, like, packed on the shelves as they are at half price books, and I think it was kind of like I don't know, like, he enjoyed looking at them, but I think maybe it was almost a little overwhelming to him, you know? And we got him a book anyway, but yes, we still have a half price books. We have a bunch around here actually. Like there's like pretty much like many neighboring cities. Like there's one in the city I live in, there's another one in a neighboring city, there's another one in the city I work in too. Yeah, they're all over the place here. What? Warren says I had a family friend who read the fifth Harry Potter book in 2 days. It took me 6 months, and there's a lot I didn't really absorb. Yeah, some books it takes me forever to read now, like, just because of, like, the reality of life with full-time job and a little kiddo. Um, and then also I have a problem where I start several books at once, and then it takes me a million years to read all of them. Um, like, I get really excited about a new topic, and I start reading about that, and then I get really excited about another topic. I have, like, ADHD, but only with regards to starting books. So, I used to read really fast though. I had to survive graduate school. I used to read really, really fast, but I grad school was my full-time job and I didn't have any kids. So, I was able to just kind of buckle down. Also, I still smoked cigarettes when I was in graduate school, so I would like post up like outside my apartment in a chair, like in a patio chair with my textbooks or whatever, and I would just like chain smoke and read and drink coffee, or I would do that at a coffee shop or something like that. So yeah, I used to read faster, but not without not without sacrifices to my health. You too, Ben? See, things like this occasionally make me wonder, like perhaps I am undiagnosed ADHD. But I don't know. It's only with regard to specific things. So I don't know. And I don't know. At some point, I have diagnosed myself with almost everything in the dang book. So it's all kind of meaningless at this point. Oh man. Yeah, no wonder. She was tired. It might only be 10:07 in Arizona, but it's 1:07 Shanna's time. Dang, yeah. Yeah, it's 12:08 here. I typically don't stay up this late. Every now and then I do, but so my commute is about 45 minutes. My first appointment I make available for 9 AM. And lately I have a 9 AM every morning. Somebody wants that appointment. So that's not too early for people. So, but I like to get there at least a half hour before that so that I can like get settled in and like make sure I, remember what we were working on, what we talked about last and stuff like that. Then you want to look up DSM books. They talk about health diagnoses. Fascinating, but because of doing mental health nursing, which I love. You know what's funny? Right now, the DSM-5 is propping up my computer, like so that it sits up higher. My Chromebook is actually sitting on the DSM-5. Books are great, aren't they? There's something so calming about being in a bookstore also. I don't know, it makes me happy. So we've only just started venturing back into trying to take my kiddo to stores without being, like, confined in a cart because he tends to kinda, like, run all over the place. But he did pretty good today. They had, like, a big kids section, so that helped a lot. There was stuff for him to look at. They also had these, like, little stuffies at Half Price Books, like various stuffed animals and things like that. And there's this line of stuffies that they're kinda similar to, like, this guy's style that Crafty Witch made, but not handmade, I don't think. They're not as nice, but they're still fun. And the line is, like, different microbes, like, different, like organs, things like that. Like, there was a stuffy that was a brain. There was a stuffy and then there was a stuffy that was a uterus with fallopian tubes and ovaries. And my 5-year-old goes in there and he picks it up out of the basket and he goes, "What's this?" And I just looked at it and I said, "That's a uterus." And he kinda goes, "Huh." And then he puts it back. He doesn't know what a uterus is, and he didn't care. He just wanted to know what it was called, so he moved on. His favorite one there was like a little dragon, I think. He wasn't impressed with with the organs. Yes, isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that funny? Now, it's cool, like, for some of them, there's, like, little viruses, like, they have, like, microbes. They had a COVID-19, and now and if I were a monetized YouTube channel, I wouldn't be anymore because I said that, but they have little, like, viruses and things like that too, so I think they would be cool to have in, like, a science classroom or something like that. Um, they're cute, and they have, like, little faces on them and stuff. But, yeah, my child already knows the proper term for, uterus. Misha says ADHDers typically don't like afternoon appointments. Oh, there is a feeling of almost freeze mode until it's over. Afraid to do much of anything for fear of being late. And yet, personally, I still end up late. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's where I get my 9 a.m. folks coming in. So some people will make appointments available as 8 o'clock. Like, I can't imagine wanting to go to an 8 a.m. like counseling appointment, but some people might. I didn't put mine that early because I have a 45-minute commute there. So as it is, I leave at like 7:30 in the morning. That would require me to leave at like 6:30 in the morning. So uh just trying to keep it sustainable. But I do have a lot of people that like late appointments. People like the after work appointments. People love that stuff. So I have one late day. So like if you guys see me like, oh, I'm driving home like on Wednesday nights, that's because I am. Because Wednesdays most days I work like 9 to 5, and then Wednesdays I work noon to 8. Like with my last appointment at 7 o'clock for the after work people or after school. You might remember that the math guy said, I didn't ask myself, when will I ever use Wingardium Leviosa? That's true. I actually did ask that question about some fiction I had to read as a kid. Really? Warren, you read fiction and you were like, when is this going to matter? That's fun. I don't remember. I think that tends to be the kind of thing we ask about things that we have to do, like, in school that we're not super interested in. Like, "What's in it for me?" Kind of a thing. I think that's basically what it amounts to. I'm glad that you had the sweet treats to indulge in since you did not partake of the wine at the fundraiser. I'm glad that they had sweet treats. You bought your very first big person camera at age 63. I have arrived. Woohoo! So do you mean like a video camera? Like video camera. Nobody says that anymore. Do you mean like a webcam, or do you mean like a digital camera like to take photos, or like I should get a text. Okay. Let me see. Youch. Oh man. Okay, Becca says I can share. She says you can share, it's okay. Becca fell, you guys. So I'm trying to figure out a way to share it without like, here we go. Becca fell, you guys. One's for Becca's healing, please. She fell and it looks like really not fun. But if I've seen your Facebook, Becca, and it looks better than it did like a few days ago. But I hope it continues to heal up really, really quickly, really fully and completely. Ben Baconbit says, I do know ADHDers tend to think they will fail at things, which doesn't help. But there we are supposed to shine in crisis mode after they fail. Oh, I had a boss like that, that it was really like I loved this person, but it was hard to work for them because they were incredibly unfocused in our one-to-ones and I never knew what she needed from me. But I loved her. Like she was so much fun and she was a really cool person. But whenever the shit hit the fan about something and whenever something really crazy was going on in the world of work or even just my personal life, she was on it. She was awesome. So I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's something to that. Warren asks, is traffic lighter late at night? Seems like I'd want that every day if Atlanta is anything to go by. It is lighter late at night for sure. Like on the day that I work 12 to 8, I avoid all rush hour. It's super light. The only reason I don't do it every day is because I have a little kid that goes to bed at 8 and my late nights, that means dad's taking care of dinner, bath, and bed by himself. So I don't wanna leave him with that every single night. Now, maybe someday when he's a teenager and he has things to do and he's, not, wanting mom out of his hair, then I might work more late nights a little bit, but for now, I like to get home earlier most of the week. Mhm. Lots of talking about photography and cameras, that's cool. Did you ever watch that number file cones video? I haven't yet. If your son still likes pouring water between containers, he will like it. He loves pouring water between containers, and he loves pouring mud between containers. Um, if you guys ever show up in any of the chats on the lifeboat and you see Seventh asking me, did he get his mud bath today? That's because he loves to play outside in the mud every night if he can. If I'll let him, he plays in the mud and he gets good and tired out. Then we put him in the bath and then he goes to bed and he sleeps way better on nights that he plays in the mud or has his mud bath, so to speak. Oh. Crafty Witch says, I'll send Kristen one of my sister's photos. Her birthday is tomorrow. I miss her. I may have missed in the chat. Is your sister still with us? Or, okay. Oh, I recently got my sister's and dad's SLR cameras back. They were photographers, so I wanted to learn and use them. Oh, okay. I'm glad that you got their cameras. That's really cool to have that of theirs. I'm okay, but not at their level, although I do know how to develop my own film. That's pretty cool. That sounds like a cool thing to be able to do, to develop your own film, have a dark room and stuff like that. I don't know, that sounds really cool to me. That sounds fun. Ben, I so rocked reading A Tale of Two Cities, but I lied, I didn't read it. I read the Cliff Notes and plagiarized the Cliff Notes for my paper. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did that at least once or twice in high school with a certain book. Not necessarily because I didn't want to read the book, because when you're, 16, 17-year-old kid, you just have other things that you think are more important that may or may not be, and then you run out of time. So I definitely did that at least a couple times. That would be cool. That would be cool if if you ever wanted to do a show that was focusing on autism. Um, Mary has an adult child with autism, and I have a little child with autism. So that would be an interesting discussion. Handmade sweet treats. That sounds good. That must have been fun being able to talk to other people and learn about the story. That's what I like the most about my job actually, is being able to engage with people on a deeper level and giving them the chance to tell their story. Sometimes that's something a lot of people, like, really, really need, right? People wanna tell their story. Um, People wanna dig into it too. So, yeah, I get that totally. Hey, Becky USA. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Kristen. My first time on your channel. You have a great voice and engaging. Oh, thank you. I think I'm going to hang out with you a while. I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us for a while. We usually don't have much of a topic around here. Every now and then we'll kind of loosely have a topic, but mostly I just hang out with you guys in the chat and just interact with you guys and see what's going on with everybody. Hey, Maya, aka Alice in Art Supply Orderland. It's so good to see you. I don't know why I like to say your whole name. I like to, at least the first time instead of just saying Maya, but it's fun for me. I like to say your whole username. See, Janet knows the microbe stuffies. Ebola was a favorite. Yes, he is going, yes, Jesse Miller. He is going into kindergarten. It starts, gosh, I think August 12th, I want to say. I'm not ready. I mean, I am, but I'm not, so so I had to go back to work when he was 3 months old. I had a pretty decent maternity leave back then, but I had like 3 months, but we both had to go back to work. So he's been in daycare and stuff like that. And he's been in like preschool and things like that. So him going out of the house is not like new, but I don't know, but kindergarten feels different, it feels like a milestone. Yeah, for us, August 12th is the first day of school. Um, I have taken off work that day to take him and, be kind of a wreck all day and probably eat chocolate and sleep. That's the plan. I'm sorry, Crafty Witch. I kinda got that sense from the way you were talking, but I wasn't positive, and I didn't wanna be disrespectful. And I think you sent me some pictures too. Oh, these are pictures that your sister took as a photographer. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Wow. I feel like showing it on my phone doesn't do them justice, but these are photographs that Crafty Witch's sister took. These beautiful daisies. That's so pretty. And then, oh, wow. So I'm turning my phone sideways so that I can make it a little bit larger on my screen. That's gorgeous. I want to be there. Like, that's a mountain. I'm sorry for the glare on my camera or on my phone. Oh, that's gorgeous. Where is the mountain? Where is that? That's so pretty. Oh, oh, this is beautiful and adorable. It's a lady and a little boy in a sunflower field. And he's flying. That is in the sun. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing those. Those are beautiful, Crafty Witch. She's really, really talented. That's amazing. I'm glad that you got her camera too. Oh, you've got thunder and lightning where you are? It was supposed to rain all weekend here, but it hasn't. I don't know. I'm on the dark side. Welcome to the dark side, KM. That reminds me. So my husband and I both enjoy Star Wars. We're both Star Wars fans, and he has always maintained that he respects the dark side of the Force more because they're honest about what they have. Whereas the light side of the Force, the Jedi, he says that they like take advantage and they like pretend to be good, but really they're just like kind of like fascist or something like that. I don't remember. He explains his perspective on it much better than I do. But one of the last gifts I got him for an occasion, I can't remember if it was like Christmas or a birthday, but I got him a bunch of different t-shirts. And one of the t-shirts says, "Come to the dark side. We have cookies." Oh, wow. A lot of support for Mon here in the chat. A lot of empathy here. Thank you guys for sharing your stories and your support. Oh, hey, somebody else popped up. Hey, Lacey Silver, good to see you. Wanted to say hello and good night. I have to be up early. Well, hello and good night. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. And I hope that you sleep well. And I hope that whatever you're getting up early for is wonderful. And if it's not wonderful, I hope it goes smoothly. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Yeah, those are really gorgeous pictures. I agree, Maya. I wish I could I wish I could do as a photographer, that would be really cool. That would be neat. We're also making her cookbook because she was a chef. Nicole, her name is Nicole. Well, Nicole is a fabulous photographer. Happy what my aunt always says, and I guess it doesn't apply if you don't believe in, heaven, but I like the sentiment anyway, is happy heavenly birthday. It kinda, like, allows you to recognize it, I think anyway. So happy heavenly birthday to Nicole. You got a pretty cool sister. Yeah, I've missed you guys too. I need to find a way to make this happen more frequently. Uh, I I put my availability on my work schedule thinking like there's no way they're going to fill this schedule. I'm going to have downtime during the week, but they filled my schedule really, really fast. I think the practice I joined just happens to be busy. So, um, I haven't, which is a good thing, but then also, so I'm trying to like level it out, make it manageable, so to speak. Oh, really, Becky? Becky says my grandson is entering first grade and he only began speaking at age 5. It's hard understanding his speech, but he's getting better. Oh, wow. Becky, thank you for sharing that. My kiddo has autism. He was diagnosed with moderate. He speaks, but we have had him in speech therapy since he was like 18 months old, and then occupational therapy a little bit after that. Um, and so we've really worked on it for a long time, and he speaks pretty well, like luckily, but um, he's in his own way, and like with lots of like, he has sometimes it comes out, like, really formal because he learned very specifically how to speak, you know? Like, so he's very good at things like saying, "Thank you," right? Because it's like it's almost like, "This is what you say," you know? So but yeah, that was our first, the first thing we noticed is speech delay. Like, sensory differences and stuff, we didn't really pick up on as much because he's our first and only child, so it didn't seem unusual to us, you know? Warren, I like this. Another shirt could say, "Come to the light side. We reject unnecessary cookies." I love that, Warren. Thank you. Can you belch your name? I don't think I can. Uh, I can't like I actually don't like, I've never burped very much. That sounds weird. It's not like I'm trying to be dainty or ladylike or anything like that. It just is not something my body does very often, if that makes any sense. Like, even if I drank a soda really fast, it's I don't know, like, I don't know, like, it just doesn't happen very often. So I definitely can't belch my name, unfortunately. That is a skill I lack. It is a skill I lack. I'm not a photographer. I can't crochet or knit, and I cannot belch my name. These are the many weaknesses of Kristen Melinda. The many weaknesses. Ooh. College level Hogwarts says, I think that the Empire was meant to represent the United States, and the rebels were the North Vietnamese opposing imperialism. You could argue that our nation was more authoritarian than fascist then. I think that's an interesting perspective. I think that's a good point. I wish that he was here to explain his perspective more clearly to me on the dark side versus the light side of the Force, because it's really fun. But he was always like a bigger fan of the Sith than the Jedi. Um, Sometimes I think he just likes to be contrary for the heck of it. But that's one of the things I love about him, actually. No, I can't belch my name. I'm sorry. Rick Spicer says, I think that's a yes, Ben. Aw, thanks, Jason P. That's really nice. They filled your schedule because you're an important asset to the practice you rock. Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you. That means a lot. Thanks so much. That's really cool. There's no glut of therapists in the DFW area like there is in the Bay Area, someone said. Well, I think around here, like there's a lot, but there's also a lot of people looking for therapists too, like the Dallas Fort Worth area is uh quite heavily populated. And also a lot of them kind of were scared off from practice during COVID. Um, and then a lot of them went to work for health insurance companies and left practice. So I think that's part of it too. So there is a glut of therapists, but there's a glut of people that need them too. So I guess it matches up. Yes, we are all inclined to tell you all our woes. I don't mind hearing woes if people want to tell them. I don't want people to feel like they have to if they don't want to. Oh, your sister was a master belcher. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, Ben feels bad for me. Thank you, Ben. You poor child. You don't. Yeah, I just don't. Like, I just never have very much. Um, it's not like a purposeful thing. It just, I don't know. Maybe because I've been drinking soda since I was very small, and so my body got used to the bubbles in the air in my stomach. I don't know. Let's see. Catching up on the chat. Oh, now I'm caught up. You probably can't say, but I wonder if any of George Strait's exes are your clients. I don't think so. George Strait is from here? Is he? Is that why that is a question? I don't know. I mean, if they were, I wouldn't be able to say, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, the prequels. College level Hogwarts says, I made a mistake. You were talking about the sides and I went to the prequels. My bad. Yes, the dark side is more fascist, absolute power, dissolution of democracy, genocides, etc. Right. Good night, Kim Roy. Thank you for being here. Gotta run. Hubs needs help getting in bed. Good night, all. Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you. Thanks for stopping by to hang out with us. I can't believe I've been yappering for over an hour. You guys make the time go by fast because y'all are fun to hang out with. Ned can belch the lyrics to Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious for real? That's amazing. That is one heck of a talent. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Oh, the song about all his exes live in Texas. Oh, that's right. Okay, okay. I'm with you now. Even though he moved to Tennessee. I hear Tennessee is really pretty. It's really green. All my exes live in Texas. Something like that. I'll find it. Is that my next karaoke? It might be. I don't know if I can sing as low as George Strait though. Is he still in San Antonio? I don't know. I have a friend that lives in San Antonio. I'll have to ask her if she's neighbors with George Strait. George Strait. Let's see. Where is he? That seems weird. American singer and songwriter George Strait. He is 72 years old. I had no idea. I don't know why I thought he was younger. Let's see. Where is he? It doesn't say. But he has several children. All the things people Google. People always Google like how much people like what people's net worth are. Apparently that pops up all the time. It's bad manners in Japan not to belch. Oh, it shows that the food isn't good when you can't belch. Mine sounded like a pig squeal. Oh, so I'd have to like do a fake belch if I were eating in Japan so that nobody felt like offended. I'd have to be like I do fake burps sometimes to make my little guy laugh, and it typically goes over well. I hope that she can see you guys soon too. I hope that she can see you guys too, Mary. Mary, I hope. One's for Mary and her aunt who's struggling with cancer. I know, right, Becky? Seventh was exaggerating. I have you know I have GERD, sir, but I've never been able to make them sound eloquently enough to do such a thing. Oh, you grounded seventh. Oh no. Oh dear. What? Somebody got a DUI on a lawnmower? A lawnmower? Really? I don't know if I'm appalled or impressed. Nice. If all my exes lived in Texas, I'd stay in California. Let me think. Do all my exes live? I have at least one ex that does not live in Texas. I think some of them moved various places, but then they came back. I think all my exes are still in Texas, except one. There's one who's in another country, but all my other exes are in Texas. But I grew up here, and Texas is big, so that doesn't mean they're down the street from me. That could mean they're like 24 hours or more away. I don't know. Mocked might know if they did a birthing in Germany. I'll have to ask her next time I see her. I'm sorry about your sister. Carry on. Sister Sonia died of ovarian in 2017. I'm so sorry. Cancer sucks. Someone close to me has been battling with a type of cancer for a few years now. DUI on a lawnmower. Man, I don't. How does that happen? Like, how do you decide? Like, how does somebody drink too much and decide mowing the lawn is a good idea? Well, I guess like a lot of things seem like a good idea that aren't when people drink too much. That, to be fair. I don't know. Is it safer to have got on a lawnmower than in a vehicle? I don't know. It's probably not safe either way, but it's just different. It's just different. Oh, I like that. 20% of our estate will go to the Fuck Cancer Foundation. Cancer is right. Heck yes. My parents use a push mower. Yeah, yeah. Like my dad still uses a gas mower, but you have to push it. So, um I guess you wouldn't be able to get a DUI with that kind of mower. Where is Oh, he was born in Poteet, Texas, y'all. Poteet. It doesn't say where he currently is. I don't think. Oh, he was in the military. George Strait, that is. Good for him. Poteet, Texas. Have I been there? The population of Poteet, Texas was only 2,795 in 2020. Wow. Oh, that's like lower South Texas. That's South Texas. Okay, that's why. Poteet, Texas. Oh, wow. They have the old school mower. No gas, no electricity, nothing, just rotating blades. I saw somebody using one of those once, and I wondered if it's like, is that really difficult? Like, does it take a lot of like upper body strength? Does it tire you out? Because I don't know, it kind of used to tire me out when I would use the gas powered ones. Um, in Oklahoma, that's what they do. Four-wheelers and mowers. Daddy had the 12-foot mower from the GC, so instead of getting a four-wheeler, I got Oh, gotcha. Okay, okay. So it was kind of used as a vehicle. Becky USA says, I'm sorry, I have to go pack my bag going to Austin, Texas tomorrow. I've procrastinated all evening. Well, really, I took forever to decide what jewelry to wear. Well, I hope you have a good, safe trip. I hope it's for a fun reason. Thank you for being here, Becky USA. It was really nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you have a fun trip. So the so true, F cancer. In Australia, we do Movember. My brother grows a horrendous looks like a Mexican bandit, and our ambulance team in Western Australia, they donate. Oh, there's one of two. I missed the second one, or just says half. Or George Strait. He was in the military. Must have been a straight shooter. That's nice. That's good, Warren. Thank you. That makes me happy. A tractor. Okay, well, a tractor is really dangerous, I think, to be driving if you're inebriated. A tractor would be really dangerous, I think. Tractors are huge. Oh, there's people up here in the Amish country. They've told stories about the Amish getting a DUI riding a horse and buggy. No way. Really? Do the Amish drink? I'm sorry if that's a dumb question, but I don't know. I thought that they were kind of like buttoned up. I assumed they didn't drink alcohol, but maybe I'm totally wrong. DUI on a horse and buggy. Have a good night, Becky. Thanks for being here. Oh, my brother is a senior paramedic, and we put mustaches on the ambulance. Oh, that's fun. I like that. What? You can't? You can't buy a new gas-powered lawnmower in California? Why not? Did they outlaw gas mowers? Do you have to get electric ones now? That's kinda wild. That's kinda wild. Is that why? Oh, Olestra. I remember when that came out. I never tried it. Olestra, that was the stuff I wish I could get my hands on, a bunch of it, and make, like, brownies and send it to the Bisbee City Council. I could put my mother's return address on it. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, Olestra was like a I don't know, it was something they put in, like, chips and stuff to, like it was supposed to encourage weight loss because basically it made it so your body couldn't process, like, fat, but I think it gave people, like, gastrointestinal distress, and that's basically how it worked. So, I guess you're not very happy with the Bisbee City Council right now, are you, Ben? Is my guess. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's almost 1 o'clock AM Central Time, which means if you are in Arizona, what time is it? It's almost 11, which is when our friend Cricket over at her channel, Chow Yun Smut, goes live most nights. So, as we're winding down here, if you guys need more hangout live time interaction, go over to our friend Chow Yun Smut's channel. She's super fun. This is a good question, Warren. I wondered the same thing. Wait, are the people drunk or the horses? I'm really terrified at the idea of a drunken horse actually, because, I used to work with horses, guys. I don't know if I ever told you this. I in what how old was I? Like, from the ages of, I don't know, like, maybe about 13 to 16 or 17 or so, I used to go help run trail rides at a Girl Scout horseback riding camp. We would go out there, like, once or twice a month, and, like, we would catch the horses, we would groom them, feed them, like, get their saddles and their tack all ready to go, and we would help run trail rides for the younger Girl Scouts, and then after we would also do, like, a riding lesson while we were there too. So, like, I knew how to, like, tack the horses up, like, take care of them, feed them, clean their hooves, all that kinda stuff. Um, so the idea of a drunk horse is terrifying. Horses are really beautiful and really intelligent. They also have no well, they do, but they don't. It seems sometimes like they have no idea how powerful they are because a horse is like a couple thousand pound it's like a 1,000-pound animal, right? Um, but generally, they're very docile. Generally, they're herd animals. Generally, they're kinda have that prey instinct thing. But if they get upset by something, like there was one time, like, I let a horse in to his stall in the morning to get ready, and I put him in the wrong stall, and his food wasn't where it was normally supposed to be yet. So I had like hooked him up. Like so there was like a metal chain like from his halter that you clipped like to, a little thingy in his stall, and he, would stand there and eat while he was clipped to it. Well, he saw his food wasn't there, and he just reared back and just snapped that chain like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Like it's all just like suggestion basically. Like they could break any of that stuff. They could jump over any of that stuff whenever they want to, but they don't because they're generally very docile and they like people feeding them and stuff. So horses are interesting and awesome. My brother still has two. He lives out in the country. Went off on a tangent there, you guys. But Mary answered us. She said, Warren, I've heard stories of the person being drunk and the horse knows its way home, so the horse guides him home. That's a good horse right there. That's the kind of horse you want. That's a good horse. Yes, that is what happens from Olestra. That is why Olestra would only be sent to people that, you are not happy with. "Hey, my other's keeper. Good to see you, my other's keeper." Y'all check out my other's keeper if you haven't already. She's really fun. She has me on her channel once a month. We chat about different things, and it's always a blast. It's always fun. And does the horse have no name? Yeah, so many great references. Been riding on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. Da 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 da. Oh, gotta do laundry again. So I need to get off here myself, but I'm glad Mom talked me into coming out of the bushes this evening. I'm glad too, Misha. I'm so glad you came out of the bushes to say hello and hang out with us for a bit. I hope the laundry goes smoothly, quickly, easily, uh, with no setbacks. Oh, really, Crafty? I had my first ride at 3 months in my mom's arms. Really? I love that. That's awesome. I hope you have pictures somewhere of that kind of thing. That's awesome. That's so cool. The lady that so the Girl Scout horseback riding camp that I would go work out at, they had like they had an old cowboy who like kind of ran the horse barn, and he and his wife and his kids lived in a house like nearby, like on the, property near where the horses all were. And when they had a baby, she did the same thing where she had this little tiny baby, like up on this horse with her. Like that baby was riding horses before he could walk. It was pretty cool. And that was actually the first time I met somebody with, I'll say my kiddo's first name, with the first name of Brady. Like the old cowboy's name was Brady. So, and there's also a town in Texas called Brady. So I always knew it as like a first name, for a guy. So we joke around that we named him after Tom Brady, the football player, but that's not really where it came from. Although my husband is from Massachusetts. Definitely big Patriots fans for sure. What? Really, 7? I've seen a drunken Shetland pony. What does that look like? Do they stumble around? Do they fall over? How does that happen? How does a Shetland pony like get access to alcohol to become drunken? How does this occur? I have heard wonderful things about equine therapy. Now, if you're allergic to horses, probably not for you. Some people are allergic to horse dander, but I've heard beautiful, wonderful things about equine therapy for all kinds of things. Hey, Body Illusion's here. Good to see you, Body Illusion. I'm so glad you came to hang out for a bit. Oh, that's right. Janet says, we live on a farm, so my husband likes to use his ride on mower. I offered to mow the lawn, but he won't show me how to use it, so he must like it. See, I think I would mow my own lawn more if I had a ride on mower, but our yard is too small to justify that. We have a little suburban lawn, we don't have like farm lawns. There's no excuse for that. Catching up with the chat. Do, do, do. Making up stupid songs. Aw, puppies. That's right. I remember you sent me a picture of Jason with the puppies. I'm glad that you are hanging out with us tonight, Crafty. And thank you so much for all the goodies for myself, for my kiddo. My husband's going to love the Deadpool key lanyard. Look at this little guy. Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? He's super cute. I love this little dragon guy and his little feet. The little feet. I don't know why, but the feet are super, super cute to me. I love the feet. And we got Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie song. And I have been playing with this off screen a lot. Sounds like an unhappy horse can rain on your parade. I love that. I love puns so much, you guys. I love puns. The cornier the better. I always have. And I think I don't know what it is. I always have. Oh gosh. They can stir up some trouble. That's wonderful. Oh. World domination, Ben. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would want to rule the world. I think I'd maybe just want to be friends with the person that ruled the world, you know? Like I would be down with like being a support person to the person who achieved world domination. I don't need all that I don't need all that responsibility for myself, but I would like to be friends with the person who achieves that. So if you're working on that, let me know. I will support you. Mr. Ed. It's Mr. Ed. Oh man, I almost forgot about Mr. Ed. I don't know if it's true, but I'd always heard that they gave the horse peanut butter to get him to do that thing with his mouth to make it look like he was talking, where he was like, he was moving his jaw around. Man, oh, Mr. Ed, that's classic. Anyone here know any My Little Pony fans? A high school friend of mine was. So I liked originaler. I like older My Little Ponies. Like I had the little like figurines and stuff like that. But I know there was like a fad for a while later where like high school guys got into My Little Pony. I don't know where that came from. It was almost like a counterculture thing. But I liked it when I was a little girl. Like when I was a little kid, I liked playing with the little like figurines and stuff. Their feet had magnets on them. Oh, that's fun. The ones I had didn't have magnets on them. They were just like little plastic figurines. You sent me something? You sent me something 4 years ago, Mary? I didn't know you 4 years ago, did I? Or the thing you sent me is from 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. It's 2 Amish men pulled over for drinking and driving their horse. So I would share this, like, I would share my screen on it, but the last time I tried to open multiple things at once on my Chromebook, it crashed. But this is awesome. Thank you, Mary. The Shetland pony, that's how it happened. The Shetland pony got into my hard cider I was brewing. Willie kept eating against the fence. Oh, okay. He kept leaning against the fence. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense. Good night, Rick Spicer. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out. DUI Amish buggy. All right. What? We had some guys arrested for driving an electric chill box. What's an electric chill box? Like one of those little like ice cream things? What's that? Racing against a horse is always a stable competition. I love the puns. They make me happy. And of course, a horse is a horse. A horse, of course. But I don't want to spin tails. Oh, you print like 40 different dragons like this? I always wonder, so when I've seen 3D printers, like, how long does it take to print this guy? Like, he seems like really like intricate. I always wonder how long it takes to. This is really cool. He's really nifty. I like his eyes especially. Hey, new Miss Maniac. Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. I learned a new word because of you, new Miss Maniac. I didn't know that it meant that you loved coins, like coin collecting. I didn't know that that's what it meant. It's good to see you in general anyway, but also your name makes me happy because I learned a new word from your handle. A powered ice chest. Oh, that's what the chill box is that they drive. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense then. Oh, beautiful horses. Janet shared me some pictures of beautiful horses. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I love horses, you guys. They're awesome. I miss I miss working with horses. Mucking out stalls isn't super fun, but it really is worth it. Oh, that horse is beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Janet. Oh dear. What did the horse say when he fell over? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up. Thank you, Seventh. That's awesome. Dixon. That horse's name is Dixon, who is 16 hands high. Wow. He does look big. He does look tall. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. New Miss Maniac. Oh, New Miss Maniac has a channel too. I'm not sure if I have subscribed to New Miss Maniac's channel yet. I'm gonna go do that now before I forget. If I can find my YouTube on my phone. Doot, doot. I do like dad jokes, New Miss Maniac, especially puns. I really appreciate a good bad pun. Oh, you've got a lot of cool stuff on your channel, New Miss Maniac. I am subscribing. There, it is done. I am subscribed. Oh, more horse pictures. Oh, Crafty Witch shared the picture of her on the horse when she was a baby. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, tiny Crafty. This is so cool. Wow. Oh, my phone keeps trying to like turn it sideways and make it smaller. That's annoying. Maybe I can. Hold on. Stand by. I turned off the auto rotate. There we go. Crafty says, I was born with a full head of black hair. You definitely were. Wow. Look, tiny Crafty on a horse before she could walk. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Crafty Witch. That is so cool. Oh, you were born with a full head of black hair by two very blonde hair. Wow. Well, that happens because blonde is a recessive gene typically. If there were a congress of horses, no motion would ever pass. They would vote nay every time. I love that. That's wonderful. You guys have made my night. Thank you so much. I really like it's kind of silly, but I was feeling kind of like, I don't know, like out of it earlier tonight. Um, like I'm usually not in the house by myself anymore. Um, 'cause so my husband used to work a job where he worked late a lot, but he has a different job now. So usually, like, usually evenings, like, my kiddo's asleep, but I'm not alone in the house. Like, usually, like, I'm chatting with him, like, I'm, trying to, have some time together with him, but he's out doing a networking thing right now and catching up with some of the teachers he used to work with. So, like, it's quiet here. And earlier today, I was like tonight, I didn't know what to do with it, and I just felt kinda like, like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do with my brain. Like, I should just appreciate the time and the fact that my kiddo's asleep, but I was just like, but I feel a lot better now. You guys are fun and silly and awesome, and you share important things in your lives, and this is great. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate y'all coming to hang out. The Santa Claus is Numis Maniac's other channel. Yeah, you guys, Numis Maniac has another channel as well. I love the spur of the moment puns. I love that. I love that. Ooh, Mary sent me a horse picture. This is somebody asked about equine therapy earlier. This is Mary's daughter doing equine therapy with Fred. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Numus Maniac says the last time I rode a horse, I forgot cinched my saddle tight enough and the saddle blanket slipped out. I ended up riding the horse underneath. Oh, yeah, that's not fun. Oh, I never lost my Stetson though and never got any mud on it. That's impressive. That's impressive. I almost fell off a horse once. We were helping run a trail ride with Girl Scouts, and I was on a horse named Cody, and he was very ornery. He was not a horse that they would let the Girl Scouts on the trail, like the little girls, they wouldn't let them ride him because he was kind of ornery, and you just had to know what you were doing. That's all. He wasn't mean. Horses generally aren't mean, but you just had to know what you were doing. And some lady on the trail ride dropped her sunglasses, and so they asked me to go back and get them. And so I went to the back of the trail and like I stopped Cody and I dismounted and I went to pick up the sunglasses. Well, I was starting to get off and then I was getting back onto him and I was like halfway on and Brady, the old cowboy that runs everything, yells really loud, "Hey!" because we're not supposed to get off the horses mid-trail ride. And Cody heard him and was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble. That's my guy." And he starts taking off while I'm like halfway on him like hanging off the saddle. So I had to like pull myself back up on top of him while he was trotting away. So I have never actually fallen off a horse as much as I rode, but I almost did. But I hung on for dear life. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, good thing it wasn't a reindeer. Those are big. Reindeer are huge, actually. I never knew that, but they are. Oh, that's cool, Mary. Mary's daughter competed twice in the Equestrian Special Olympics in Tampa, Florida. That's really cool. That's awesome. You guys, it is after 1 o'clock, and I am not sure. I don't know if I have I think I have all of my notifications turned off because they were going on in, like, I would turn my phone on, like, do not disturb, but then I would still get like buzzes like in session and that really throws people off. So I turned off like all of my notifications. But now when I want them on the weekend, I don't have them. so so I'm checking to see if Chow is live yet. Do, 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 do. Not quite yet. Does Christina still have her horse? Oh, yes, I need my beauty sleep. Maybe if I go to bed now, I won't scare my wife in the morning. Aw. Well, it's good to see you, new Miss Maniac. I'm glad that you stopped by to hang out with us. Neighborline. Neighborline. Maybe it's Neighborline. Oh, Seventh said one earlier. Somebody said that's a good one, Seventh, and I missed it. I have to go back and find it. Where is it? Where is it? I can't miss the puns. Dang it. I lost. I lost the chat. Oh, that I hope I've fallen and I can't giddy up. I still love that one. That one's great. Well, you guys, it has been almost 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna start to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Oh, Fred was owned by the facility that she did her equestrian therapy through. Oh, that's cool. I have really, really enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. Crafty Witch, thank you so much for the happy mail. I've been playing with this chill pill the whole time. My kiddo is gonna love this little guy. He's awesome. Love the earrings. I don't know. I might have to steal this from my hubby. No, it's okay. I'll give it to him. Little guy. Hey guys. Spiro. Be a good name. We'll come up with a name for him. And of course, Oogie Boogie. Hey guys. Good night, new Miss Maniac. Good to see you. Wow, Carry On says, I know 2 dark-haired Scottish people with 5 redheaded kids. Wow. So for those who are going to sleep, yes, thank you, Mon. Mon says, good night. For those who are going to sleep, rest easy. I'm glad that we could help make your day a little bit better, Crafty Witch. Thank you for making my day a little bit better. You guys have all made my day a little bit better. Ooh, Seventh has another joke. What do you call a well-balanced horse? Stable. I love it. Thank you, Seventh. Thank you. That's awesome. And Warren says that makes sense. They can sleep standing up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, mods, for being here. Thank you, everybody who came to hang out and have fun. And if you are not ready to go to sleep and want more fun live type stuff, go on over to Cricket's channel, Chow Yun Smut. She'll probably be going live here in a little bit. Oh, I would love that. I would be so down for that. Just reading from the puns. I would love that. That would be amazing. I don't know if I'd get through them though, because they make me giggle so much. Oh, hey, yeah, Mary is getting close to her 300,000 watch hours. So if anybody wants to help, jump on over there, watch some of Mary's content. She has some really cool stuff on there, including some like relaxing, like ocean waves and things if you need something to help you sleep. So go on and check out Mary's channel if you haven't already. Okay, guys. Aw, thanks for being here, college level Hogwarts. Thank you very much for live streaming tonight, Kristen. I know that this was a little tough on account of the time, but it was always a delightful evening with you. Take care, sleep well, and see you. Thank you so much, college level Hogwarts. It's really good to see you. It's good to see all of you. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll see you over on Cricket's channel or one of the other places that we all like to hang out at. Y'all have a great night or day if you're in the future. Thanks, y'all. Bye.